Why, it does do a burnout, Nick.
Oh man, we got to go back inside. Well, this is a special episode we have tonight with who we like to call the insane Ukraine.
It went from a running Volvo to a running V8 car in 2 weekends.
The insane Ukraine. Pasha, tell everyone, and I mean everyone, taxi garages worldwide now, what you've done to Grandma's Volvo.
How y'all doing? So, it's an 89 Volvo 240 station wagon. It's got Recaro seats, Mama steering wheel. We don't fuck around, gotta be classy.
Bang that light. Boom! What's in the back? You got
all the gauges work.
We'll see what's in the back. Mama's milk for later.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the scuba tank later. For when you need to go scuba diving. But it's a $800 car with an $800 5.3 in it. With a T56 transmission. The T56 costs more than the whole engine and the car combined. It's got pretty fancy shocks in it. It has motion control suspension. They're homeboys, so they hooked me up. But they're triple adjustable remote reservoir fronts. So you have a low speed adjustment knob here, high speed adjustment knob here, and you got your rebound low speed adjustment out here. So they're custom coilovers. It's the only one in existence on a Volvo 240. The engine's got a bullshit cam in it. It's got 269 XR, I think. It's nothing crazy. It was free. The valve springs were free. The headers are custom. The car ended up going to Hedman headers after I finished the swap, and Chris out there said, bring the car up, something's gonna fit. And then he looked at the car and called me in a week and said, Posh, nothing fits this stupid thing. So he ended up giving me a free do-it-yourself kit, put it in the car, and told me to get the fuck out of his yard. But shout out to Hedman headers for just being homeboys and hooking me up on it. So the headers were quickly power fucked with a MIG welder, but they work great. And then it's got a nitrous kit, which is my friend Dean's, whose shop it is. He's right there. Who, with very mild peer pressure, talked me into putting a nitrous on it, and it's been God's gift to mankind. I'm in now. I'm Team Nitrous now. The diff is still stock. It's got an Eden True Track in it. The factory one, the open diff, I thought was gonna hold up because of the wheel spin, and I did a red line clutch dump, and it didn't take it. So the car just kind of broke, and I locked it right where it broke, and went on a walk.
What about the floor?
Oh yeah, so it went through 2 drive shaft explosions. The first drive shaft blew up around, I want to say 120 miles an hour, and it stayed together. It just kind of chopped a bunch of shit apart. And then I got a bigger drive shaft build, and I was going from Cafe and Octane. Also, I just met with Dean, and I'm leaving there. I was probably doing about 130. It blew up, and then the car went silent because the drive shaft fucked off, which was awesome. And then so got the car towed back to the house. We found one piece of drive shaft on one side of the highway, and then I was driving back from school one night. I'm sitting in traffic on 400, and I see a fucking drive shaft on the side of the highway in the fast lane. So like, that is my fucking drive shaft. So like weeks later, I find the other piece. So I made it a point to go and pick it up, and I had the 2 halves. It was awesome. So they're gone now. No more souvenirs. Now it's a 2-piece drive shaft that's been really good. So it's been taken to abuse. I think the axles is probably the weak part now. So you just gotta run bullshit tires to make it last. And then, yep, there's the Zax kit. And now we have the nitrous bottle it's just hanging out in the back seat. It's really easy to turn the valve on and really easy to check the pressure there, so it's a convenient feature.
What kind of brakes are on this thing?
The front, it has Mazda RX-7. They're all inadequate, but they're Mazda RX-7 FC aluminum calipers with hawk pads. The rears are still stock, but they're fixed double piston, so it's a pretty reasonable setup for what it is. I swear the Swedes made these things to take power.
Does this thing do a burnout?
Why, it does do a burnout, Nick. The engine mount brackets were built out of a BMW like chassis brace. The whole car was built out of the scrap pile in the shop. The rear spring purchase sit on S54 piston pins, wrist pins, with head bolts holding them in. The bottom purchase are from a $50 Honda Civic eBay kit. I think the springs are from there as well. The front top purchase here are from an E38 BMW. They're re-drilled to fit the Volvo. The springs in it are from an E38 ST coilover kit. What else do we have?
What's not fair is that we didn't do a feature on his BMW.
Yeah, the BMW is the complete opposite. The BMW, everything's right. Yeah.
Like we didn't do a feature on the nice car. Now we're just like, oh, yeah, this is Pasha, our hack job friend. The guy barely made it to America, and now this is what he built. This is the story, it seems.
This is the Ukraine style, and then he shows what coming to America looks like with the BMW.
I have one nice car that took a lot of time to build, and this was the exact opposite. It went from a running Volvo to a running V8 car in 2 weekends. Like it was quick. Granted, I had the harness built out already when it was on the engine stand. The harness is from a Silverado, and normally the ECU in the Silverado sits right there by the battery. So the banks were kind of flipped and mirrored, so they got repinned at the ECU to work that way, and then it made it where the ECU gets to sit behind the glove box. And then the whole engine management stuff runs its own relay fuse box, because the factory fuses, they're like the old style bullet fuses, and I have the radio quit working on me, and I have to kick the fuck out of the panel to make it start working, and I didn't want to deal with none of that stuff for the engine side. But so far the car has had probably 35 or 40,000 miles on it since the swap. It's been all over the US. We went on a really nice road trip to Virginia through state parks and to DC. Got to terrorize DC in it at night. That was pretty fun. And yeah, it just makes you happy, and everybody loves it. Like, it just makes everybody happy. No one's ever upset about seeing a V8 Volvo.
Let's hear it run.
Let's see if it does a burnout. Back up a bit and we'll do one.
man. We gotta go back inside.
Was a hellacious burnout.
Holy shit.
I
That
haven't seen a street burnout that good in a while.
Nice.
I figured you were gonna fucking say
Yeah,
it.
it does a burnout.
Yeah.
It does the donuts nice too. It slings them around. I thought Charlie was about to get sideshow.
You got
Yeah.
you got us in.
No, it's from here, I think.
You bend it. Dude, that is. Are you gonna carry that? If you drive this thing home, you're gonna take that fire extinguisher.